That's good. That's all we need. That's all we need. I mean, the name of the show is Meltdown Island, and we talk about a lot of different things here. We talk about Dustin's terrible graphic design. We talk about weird meltdowns that Dustin has. Sometimes they go so far as to be a whole thing in the show, and we have to end the show early. So there's a lot of different topics we cover. That and news, current news too, and TikTok as well. Dustin loves. Aliens? We do love to talk about aliens. Basically, aliens. I love to talk about aliens. Yep.
I love TikTok.
You sure do. Dustin, have you been checking the chat at all, or no? Are you?
Dustin is a fictional person, is one of the chats, so why would I even do some of the...
You're ignoring the chat items that are critical of you? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, not a good look.
Not a good look at all. That's censorship.
No,
Dustin, you're gonna be the victim of what they call the Streisand effect.
Ooh.
Yeah. Are you aware of that? It's not exactly hot. It's more like it's the effect named after Barbra Streisand, because she did this same thing with an online thing in the earlier days of the internet, where she said, "Please do not mention this," or whatever online, and then everybody mentioned that. Everybody came out. So it's the name for the thing that when you're trying to say please don't do X, everybody's gonna do it. Along the lines of stop laughing, this isn't funny. Pretty much anytime anybody says this isn't funny, it's instantly 10 times funnier, right?
Well, then this isn't funny.
Adam is alive, though he looks like he's just a floating ghost in a box.
He's been gone for a couple weeks here and there.
He is a living being as well. He is real and not a fictional person, Mark Migula. So testing 1, 2, 3, face velvet, he's Scarlet. Sorry, the word is red.
Scarlet.
And we all know Mark Migula.
He's gonna remember that for the rest of his life.
I hope so. Scarlet, crimson. It was actually red. The cognitive test that from last week is what you're talking about. It was actually red. The word was red.
That's what I said.
You said scarlet. You just said scarlet. Don't gaslight me. Do not gaslight me.
You would look at the comments, you would realize it was a Mark Migula comment that I said, then corrected, then you jumped it down on me like you was a vulture and I was a dead Adam, a floating ghost head.
What? No one's saying that I'm dead. I'm looking at the comments.
I know, I keep doing that.
You're gonna feel really bad about that if I leave the hospital.
Yeah, what the hell? He's just talking about how he's going to the hospital, and you're Dustin. You're like, yeah, Adam's not dead. You're doing bits about.
You said it twice. You might as well say it a third time.
Yeah.
How about this?
Segue.
Speaking of hospitals, a very, very close friend of mine is currently in a hospital.
Yeah, stop talking like it's a bit. It sounds like you're doing a bit where you're talking about an actual serious thing.
I am talking about a serious thing, but I'm also doing a comedy show.
He would respect that.
No, that's not the way you. What are you talking about? If your friend is in the hospital, you don't go, "Here's something really interesting to talk about. My friend is also in the hospital."
Well, I do got a friend. So thank you, Mike, for that segue. I was doing a segue. It's called a segue, Mike.
Oh, okay.
It's not just a popular two-wheeled bike. It's also a moment and a conversation or a newscast. And I'm segueing to from Adam's ghostly look. To my friend who is regrettably. Okay, would you like to add that word, Mike?
No, but now you're pushing it in a really weird way that's still not comedy related. I mean, it's really not appropriate for what you're talking about. Our friend Scott, who's in the hospital.
For a second, I was like, maybe if I die, I will come back and haunt the show. Or
Please do.
Dustin.
Please do, Adam.
But that sounds like it would kind of be like depressing.
To haunt the show? There's so many better, more interesting, fun things you could do as a ghost than haunt this show, I think, Adam.
I would be like, gosh, he loves us that much that he would stick around when he could just go like, ooh. Now, I would like to say,
Oh my God.
hello, Pete Scott. We miss you. We love you. We hope that, that everything is going as well as can be. Mike McGettigan had an
Don't speak
impression
for
of
me.
you.
Don't speak for me.
Do your impressions, Mike?
I did not do an impression of Scott.
There
Also,
was no impression.
can I just can we just edit the video, start it like right after Dustin's done talking? Let me just say that, Scott, I love you and I miss you and I am glad that you're on the mend and I cannot wait till you are out of the hospital. I love you, buddy.
Oh, is Scott in the hospital?
Yeah, he's in the hospital.
I can't wait.
What, Dustin?
I know.
I don't want to reveal any personal information accidentally.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Sense,
I don't
yeah.
know if there's
No, I get
any
that.
if there's anything more. I was also a little bit like, I don't know if we should talk about him being in the hospital. I don't know.
I would reveal personal information. What's the question?
Dustin.
All I'm saying is, this is a special message, and I hope he receives it. I hope he receives it well. I've heard that he is joking around and talking a lot more, and things are happening that are very positive.
Yes.
And I just want to say that we believe in you, and we are also here for you. If you want, we talk on the FaceTime or the phone or anything we can do. Get ice, like is that a thing? Bring ice. Like I feel like it's hot out. That's just Dustin. I think that's just me personally being hot. But anyway, love you, buddy. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, Mike, until you get unfrozen. You're frozen right now.
Thank you. I know. I'm trying to fix it.
I'm just trying to stall this whole awkward.
You don't have to keep
was.
talking, Dustin, in order to quote unquote stall.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I feel like, dead air, we're going to start losing it. We already dropped one person. One person is not watching already.
Oh, no.
I don't know who that one person is, but believe me.
Hopefully it wasn't Scott.
Adam, zing. 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 Yes. That was an A+ zing right there. Dustin, there needs to be a stronger word than inappropriate, just for things that you do.
Look,
Yes.
if I was laid up somewhere, let's say just Dustin's laid up somewhere, and my went out of their way during their profitable comedy podcast.
Highly profitable comedy podcast. Highly profitable comedy podcast, yeah.
Well put together show.
Okay. I'm not quite.
And they took that time to just crack a couple of wax wises for me. About me even. Ooh, I'd be like, those guys really like me. Ooh.
If you were in the hospital, that's what you want us to do is...
Well, yeah. Here's the thing is, you're either embarrassed to pay attention to and be made fun of maybe, or you're being ignored. And either way, it's not good. So I would go with
Either way, it's
I don't
not
think it's
good.
either one or the other.
No, I don't think it's a binary system of being in the hospital.
Mike, nobody's talking computer binary right now, bro. What I'm trying to say is it's a spectrum, right? Everything's a spectrum, right? And so if the spectrum were to lean more towards not saying or not talking, you're not getting fun videos, I would rather have some fun videos. That's all
Even
I'm
if
saying.
they feel highly inappropriate.
Yes.
Okay. Well, good to know. Go ahead, Adam.
There's this weird feeling when you're a person that is sick, or when people ask you how you're doing and you tell them honestly.
Yeah.
Where and I'm not blaming anyone for this, but like people get this weird reaction where everyone's like, oh.
Yep.
Oh,
I know.
Oh,
It's
and
it's a performative
Why
empathy.
joking about it is fun.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I get
thank
it. But there is a thing that people do, Adam, you're absolutely right, where it's like this performative empathy because they want to show you how bad they feel about your situation. And that feels a lot weirder to me than somebody just joking around, for sure.
Very
I get
uncomfortable,
that.
especially when you're a person that handles that stuff with comedy.
Yeah.
And you're joking about it, and then people
Right.
are as soon as you make the joke, everyone's
yeah.
faces change. You're like,
Yeah.
ooh.
I told my psychiatrist after I had all of these, look, I ain't trying to brag, but I got, look, can anybody else do this
Right.
with their, So,
Thumbhead.
the thing I told my doctors is, comedy gives me, it's my only thing to battle. It's my
Right.
only,
Weapon.
I'm able to make fun of something, if I'm able to tease myself or make fun of something that's going on, that is my only defense against the horrific nature of life, is to be able to do a joke and laugh about it. Sometimes you gotta laugh to just keep from crying sometimes, am I right?
100%.
So when I got hurt, there were certain people that said, hey, call me if you need anything, or, you know, I'm making a plan right now to come and meet you, and I'll be here on this date, and I'll do this for you. And I never heard a word from those people. So not only that
Performative empathy.
whatever it is, the theater of empathy.
The mind. Yeah.
Not that not only it's
Performative empathy.
it's kind of rude thing, but it also gives a person false hope when they are actually needing something. So there's part of me that, even though I have said this to the people that are helping him, that I would help and do things, I kind of overpromised that I would water his plants, because I haven't gone back to water his plants much.
My personal preference is like, if you want to acknowledge it, I appreciate that, and it's like nice to have like your suffering acknowledged, because it's a thing that people overlook or don't want to deal with. So like having it acknowledged is one thing, but then move on and just like let's talk like we're normal people. Like, you know, I don't need as much like pity. I don't need pity. Just like let's act like it's like the time where I'm healthy again, and we can just have a conversation.
Right.
That's therapeutic in itself.
Right.
Just having like the world feel normal for a second is very therapeutic.
When Robin Quivers on Howard Stern show was surviving cancer, she said that every day she would go on the show. She would do it from home. She didn't go. She was, you know, homebound, but they have you know, the equipment. And every day from those 4 hours they do that show, she didn't have cancer, and she was fine, and she pulled it off, and she laughed, and they had fun, and because of that, and because people weren't always going, "Ooh, are you okay?" Ooh, and doing all of that to her, you know, that made her be positive, and it made her, you know, go away from that, the almost suffering of it, right? But the suffering of it was only part of a day, because she got back to normal stuff as quick as possible. So
yeah, because it's all about escapes, like especially when you're recovering, because recovering and doing as little as possible is very difficult. So it's all about what, like, small victories, and then how you can escape from the situation.
Yeah, Dustin, are you ready to stop talking for a second? Let's put him on the air. Well,
Speaking of wanting to escape a situation, we have a live caller.
Here.
I'm so ready for him. Speaking of escape.
Hey, Sean.
Here's
How's it
Sean
going?
McGinnigan.
Sean-
Thank you, Mike, for that segue. I was doing a segue. It's called a segue, Mike. We're voting off Adam right now from Meltdown.
Oh yeah, let's take it to a vote.
We're at the end of the show. Let's do our little Roses and Thorns segment really quick. We could start with you, Sean. Roses and Thorns basically just means give us something good, give us something bad about the show that we did today, and let us know what that is.
Roses for having me on as your QAnon expert.
I'm glad we did.
This is the first time I've ever been recognized as a QAnon expert.
It might snowball
I've never
from here.
considered myself as one before, and I'm just starting to appreciate my new identity, and I'm going to take it on and run with it.
Good.
Important sometimes.
Yeah, I'm going to go full head on into being a QAnon expert.
Joy.
Which, by the way, there, if you hashtags do, by the way, the hashtag for QAnon, so you know, if you recognize it, if you ever see it, is hashtag, the acronym for where we go one, we go all. WWW1 with the number 1 in it, actually.
Rose.
And I guess I'll give you guys a thorn. Just if there's any thorn to give you, it might just be just to try to make things a little more concise, a little preparation of the topics to be discussed on each episode. You know, we actually stumbled into the topic of QAnon today, and I really came through as your QAnon expert.
Yeah, you really did.
You get a double rose. I mean, you're knocking it out the park today.
So I'm giving myself, I'm really self-aggrandizing with my roses and thorns.
That's okay. You can do that.
Most of us are. Yeah.
Most. Adam, what do you have for us, Roses and Thorns?
I'll give a thorn to just QAnon in general, and like this idea that Donald Trump is like a Matthew McConaughey real detective, so like infiltrating pedophile rings like, with Epstein, like being an undercover detective that just takes it too far, you know, that gets addicted to drugs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll give a thorn to Dustin for spreading fake news about hashtags.
Yep.
I'll give him a rose for starting Rollo off on a beautiful journey of UP to Ford Field. It's been amazing to watch. Like, it's so entertaining.
It is in real time. Like things that have happened to him, and just that night of him trying to find a place to live on the golf course, find a place to sleep. It was like to the point I'm like almost like stop. Like it's just so harsh.
Or like leave the guitar somewhere.
Oh my God.
It's so painful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and give Dustin a thorn for interrupting Sean a whole bunch.
Ouch, Thorn.
And I'm gonna go ahead and give a rose to Adam for his return and his excellent contributions to the show. I'm also gonna give a rose to my brother Sean for being just ready to jump in, being ready with the QAnon expert stuff. I mean,
you know, it's just beautiful.
That's all I got. Dustin, what do you got?
I would like to give a rose to all of our viewers today for sticking with us, especially those of you who came to see Rev and he was here at the beginning and really you missed it. Sorry, but thank you. All of our commenters, those who are chimed in, a lot of our newest Gavin J. McNamee.
He's been in the comments before.
Yeah, but he really came alive today. He really stepped up his game, and I just wanted to give him a shout out. Then I would like to give Sean a rose for being there for us. I'd like to give a rose also to Mike for his perseverance and his loving and open attitude every week. And without him, the cornerstone I call him, Cornerstone Mike. Boy.
Just because you don't know how to do the tech doesn't mean you have to give me fake compliments.
I'm not. I'm trying to.
Oh, that laugh told me all I needed to know. Oh.
Your patience. Your patience with me. That's what I'm trying to express to you.
John doesn't have much patience. He threw them thorns pretty quickly at me. But you, sir, have the patience of a Nell. And I want to thank you and give you a rose for that. Adam, I give myself thorn. You're right, shouldn't have gone. But you do have some uplighting. You got some uplighting issues.
Yeah.
I think where I was really coming at you.
I like it. It makes him look spooky.
Yeah.
You would.
Exactly, and that's my vibe. That's definitely my brand, so.
Dustin, are you done, or are we going to go another 30 minutes with your Roses and Thorns?
Ouch, Thorn. Ouch.
Hey, thank you for watching Roses and Thorns from Meltdown Island. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, hit the like button, give it a like, and maybe share it with somebody. I don't know, maybe make a comment, whatever, or nothing. Just enjoy this. Enjoy this.